Well, Wicked is back where it all started, right here in San Francisco, and is playing at the Orpheum Theatre. Stars Lauren Samuels, who plays Elphaba, and Austen Danielle Bohmer, who plays Glinda, stop by to talk about the chemistry on stage that makes this musical so popular. Wicked is on tour here in San Francisco at the Orpheum. It is such a beloved show. So right out of the gates, I have to ask, do you ever feel the pressure kind of stepping into those shoes of a Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel?
Gosh, yes, do we ever?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the show's been running for like 20 years. It's so well loved. Everyone knows these roles, everybody. So yeah, there is a certain amount of pressure of, oh, I gotta get it right, you know?
It's true. It definitely, there's definitely a lot of stress that comes with it, but I think that what is helpful with that is like knowing that we have each other inside of that, and that we can look at each other, and at the end of the day, with all of the pressure and all of the big expectations that people have for this story, that we can look at each other and be like, there are two human beings inside of it, and that's all we can be. You know, we can only bring ourselves to this, and hopefully that's enough.
Okay, that's actually very cool, because talking before this interview started, you guys said that you have a lot of chemistry. You created this really cool friendship, but you've only been working together for 5 months. And just to see how that storyline carries through Wicked and their relationship, and sort of how this closeness has developed between the two of you.
We're incredibly lucky. It is, for us, very important that we have each other to ground each other throughout this experience. But yeah, Glinda and Elphaba spend so much time together on the stage, and we do start kind of as enemies. Yes. And then the friendship blossoms, and Austen and I are just incredibly lucky that we're such close friends.
Yeah.
On the stage as well.
I think what's been cool to see is that, like, it's actually changed, at least to me, it's changed the way that we play certain moments in the show, because we're actually bringing our own lives and our own friendship to these moments. And so whereas like at the beginning we were looking at each other with respect, you know, now when we look at each other in a moment, say like For Good, right, which is this classic song about friendship, we're able to look at each other, and when we say certain lines, we now are like really holding each other through things that we know that we're going through, things we've just talked about.
Squeezing each other's hands always.
And that, I think, is just like so special.
The female camaraderie is a big part of Wicked as well, so it's very important.
Well, and I think it just gives that level of authenticity, you know, to the moment that people sitting in the audience, when you see that, when you feel that, it connects you to them.
Exactly.
And we hope so.
That's a big part of being on stage. You know, do you ever feel that connection to the audience? Are there shows where you're like, wow, I know they were feeling it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, for me particularly, when I finish Defying Gravity sometimes, which is the end of Act 1, the sound that comes from the audience is almost like breathtaking sometimes. So, yeah, we definitely feel that. I mean, Wicked, as we've said, people love it. And the audiences here in San Francisco have been incredible, so it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.